Children's doctors are calling for smacking to be made illegal after they claim that current laws are dangerously vague. It's already illegal in Scotland and Wales. So is it time for England and Northern Ireland to follow suit?
Or should it be up to the parents to choose how they discipline their child? Well, we asked you what you thought.
There's a lot of harm done to the children if they are smacked.
Obviously, I don't agree with any form of violence, but I mean, I was smacked as a child.
As long as you're a loving parent and they know that they're safe with you, sometimes it's okay.
You could threaten to do that and not really do it. And that's how I raised my kids. I didn't smack them, but oftentimes I could say, look, I'm going to smack you if you don't behave yourself. And that seemed to have worked. My kids are good kids.
So should smacking be banned or should it be up to parents to decide? Businesswoman Anna Billett says that children should be protected and that smacking is never the answer, while broadcaster Narinda Kaur argues as the parent it's her right to choose how to discipline her kids. Your right to choose.
Well, I do feel there's this intensification on policing parenting in this country, and you're feeling judged and watched all the time. And I think there's such a fine line. And people use the excuse that it's so wrong to smack your children. Well, we're not talking about smacking your child around. The word is so loaded. I'm talking about exceptionally rare cases that, as parents, where you will need to administer some loving, physical, little smack on the hand. There's nothing wrong with that. And to think that if you're on the street or something and you have to discipline your child if they're being exceptionally naughty... Remember, children are naughty. They can also be very silly. Now, if they're being very silly and going to run into the road and you have to drag them away...
I don't think that's the answer.
Well, no. If you have to drag your child or smack your child... Guess what? Under this new report, if it's made law, I'll be arrested and charged. That's ridiculous.
Would you, as an adult, go and drag somebody else outside? Is that what you want to teach your children? Is that how you want to, you know, is it the example you want to set?
Yes.
What?
Yes,
what?
I want to set... My children need to know, and children in this society need to know what is right and wrong. Otherwise, we have a nation of feral, entitled children.
I think there's
not violent.
There is a way to discipline your child. There's a way. You can communicate with your child. I think we need to come with the times. I'm so sorry, but I think your mentality at this point is quite old school. We need to move. Things have moved forward. The world has evolved. So therefore, so should be the way we parent our children. I've never smacked my child, and I would never do it. I don't think there's a need to. And I've got really good children, really well-behaved children.
What do you think the harm could be?
Well, it could affect you. I mean, I was smacked as a child, and it does leave a lasting effect on you. I don't think Narina was smacked as a child. Were you smacked as a child?
Actually, I was a really good child. I think I remember being smacked once, and guess what? Quite rightly. And it's done me no harm. It's done our parents no harm.
You don't know. It affects people differently.
No,
it affects people differently.
My question, Anna, though, is that actually this is a terrible overreach of the state. Because
no, I think there needs to be clarity. There needs to be clarity in the law.
There is clarity.
The law is unclear at this point.
It is clear. Because if it leaves a physical mark, that's where children are protected.
No, but what is physical mark, and how much force does one use?
Look, we all agree that child abuse and parents who are going to physically abuse their children, they're going to do that anyway. But let's not talk.
I think if the law is implemented...
Good parents in this country, which are the majority, we don't need to be told you can and can't do this.
If you implement the law, there's going to be clarity, and then we can, as lawyers or I mean, the government can just interfere when cases are extreme. Sure. And hopefully there'll be less extreme cases that we have seen so far. There are so many parents constantly in social services and killing their children.
That's different. That is a totally different topic. I'm talking about decent parents of this country trying to raise their children without the fear of being arrested. I mean, it's absolutely ludicrous.
If you were to smack me now, you will be criminalised and you'll be assaulted.
But that's because you're an adult.
Is that the way you want to teach your child on how to resolve matters? No. And then they go to school and they will smack at the kids as well.
There's no research done where actually... Sorry?
Well, I've just got to say, you don't have to stop in your track. You're obedient. Nobody normally does that with me. Just want to let you know, because we were asking people at home what they thought. Should smacking be bad? 45% of you said yes, it should. 55% of you said no.
Yeah.
So you're winning the argument, according to our viewers.
Really,
Because I
really
think that as
interesting.
parents, we've got our responsibilities and we don't need to be
Really
policed
interesting.
and watched.
Well, you should,
Well, thank you
should
both
be
of
policed.
you.
You should
Right,
be
now
policed.
don't disobey me. You were doing so well so far.